Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is July 4th, 2021. So the two teams that are going to be in the finals, it's set. It's going to be the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns. They went with the two teams with the 56 connection. Bucks 56, Phoenix Suns 56. The NBA Finals starts on July 8th, the day with 56 numerology. Okay. Whatever. Um, I mean, whatever. They made it really easy this year for some people, but I think that I really think I'm gonna say what I think because I still believe that these people can have the ability to change these narratives around. I know a lot of you don't believe this, but I think otherwise. But I'll talk about that at the end. So the Hawks today, right? I was thinking about how the possibility of Chris Paul winning the championship at the State Farm Arena where the Hawks play. But if you watch the video that I did speaking about the possibility of Chris Paul winning at the State Farm Arena, in that video I said that the Atlanta Hawks are not a lock. That the Hawks could possibly pick up their 39th loss of the season exactly 167 days after they debuted the MLK jerseys on MLK Day on January 18th. This was one of those narratives that I thought that was truthfully one of the only things that was a threat to the State Farm Arena riddle with Chris Paul. Because Chris Paul does State Farm commercials, and I was just like, how perfect would it be for him to win the championship at the State Farm Arena when the guy has spent most of his career doing State Farm commercials? But they did something different. They had a tribute to MLK today, and I want to show you guys what they did with MLK. So, MLK, he grew up in Atlanta. Those of you familiar with Martin Luther King's story, he lived most of his life in Atlanta with his family. He died in Memphis, and the only team in the NBA that are allowed to wear the MLK letters on their jersey is the Atlanta Hawks. This is the only franchise in the NBA that can wear these three letters, the MLK jersey. They are the only ones with the MLK jerseys, right? These MLK jerseys debuted on January 18th of this year on MLK Day. From that day, from the day that the MLK jerseys debuted to yesterday's game, it was a span of 167 days, which is the 39th prime number, and the Atlanta Hawks picked up their 39th loss of the season. Like how MLK died at the age of 39. That's a big number with MLK. Him and Malcolm X, they both died at the age of 39. So that's why this was one of the things, if you watch the video that I did, this was one of the things that I said could possibly go against the Atlanta Hawks, and it did. But they went with the obvious. They had the two teams with the 56 connection play on the day with 56 numerology. Something I also spoke about in that video. But Nate McMillan, the head coach of the Atlanta Hawks, he's also 56 years old. So both teams had the 56 connection, the Bucks and the Hawks. So, but they went with the Bucks because Bucks is 56 and 79 like Society of Jesus, and these NBA Finals are a huge Catholic ritual. If you notice the thumbnail, they have Pope Francis. The thumbnail to this video, I have Pope Francis holding up the MLK jerseys because that's who's behind all this. The head of the Catholic Church. Right, so here it says the team will wear the City Edition jerseys for the first time on January 18th. And the team picks up their 39th loss 167 days after these jerseys debuted. And also, think about how this date is written. January 18th. It's written 18/1. Yesterday on July 3rd, that was a day leaving 181 days left in the year. And the Bucks finished that series 4-2 because 181 is the 42nd prime. And just think about what they did with the Phoenix Suns. They had the Phoenix Suns beat the Clippers 4-2 on the 181st day of the year. They leave in 184 days in the year. Yesterday was the 184th day of the year. They leaving 181 days left in the year. And both teams, both the Bucks and the Phoenix Suns, they won their series 4-2 like 42. On the day that connects to 181, the 42nd prime. And just think about how Martin equals 42. Then the Bucks finish off the Atlanta Hawks 4-2 on the day leaving 181 days left in the year. You know, I mean, like I said, like I always say, you know, you guys think that because we don't get these narratives correct, that somehow we don't know what we're doing, or that that this stuff is easy, or that it's not rigged because we don't get it right all the time. That none of this stuff, I mean, you know, I'm getting to the point where, you know, if once I see a comment from a dumb person, I'm just going to delete it. I mean, I don't have time to be dealing with people who don't understand how this stuff works. They putting out different narratives. If this is like a puzzle that we have to put together. Obviously, once the puzzle is together, then you can see the big picture, right? But that doesn't take away from the fact that somebody is behind the creation of this puzzle. These games are not just organic. This stuff is not lining up this way organically. Okay? The Atlanta Hawks, they also became 4-4 at home in the postseason. And notice what day MLK died. He died on April 4th from 4-4. And just think about how Malcolm X also died on the day with 44 numerology and kills 44. And notice Atlanta Hawks is 193 to 44th prime. And Georgia's also 44, right? Mike Budenholzer, the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks, he picked up his 44th all-time postseason win versus the Atlanta Hawks, the team with the 193 connection, the 44th prime. So yeah, so this was one of those narratives that I was a little afraid of. I knew that this was a possibility. Just go watch the video. I mentioned it in that video. Something that I also spoke about, and then this is like the ultimate mockery. Just speaking of State Farm, I thought it was gonna be at the State Farm Arena, but then somebody left a comment saying, actually, I'm gonna give credit to that person who notified me about this because I don't really watch. I don't watch TV, to be honest. I was not aware that there was a State Farm commercial with a deer featuring Chris Paul. I had no idea about this commercial. Notice his jersey's in the back, and a deer walks in the driveway. A deer, like the Milwaukee Bucks. You know, this is how they put the stuff right in front of you. So this is why when I'm making a prediction, I'm thinking I have all these ideas in front of me, and then I'm trying to solve it, right? Okay, so they have the State Farm Arena, they have Chris Paul and his State Farm commercials. If I would have had this piece, then I would have been analyzing this a little bit deeper. You know, this commercial is definitely predictive programming for the NBA Finals. I mean, it's so obvious. A deer, Chris Paul, State Farm, hurricanes, home insurance, which we'll get into right now. Something I spoke about in my last live stream. Chris Paul has, throughout his career, they have been syncing up Chris Paul with hurricanes. He was drafted in 2005 by the New Orleans Hornets. That was the same year that Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans. Then he got traded to the Los Angeles Clippers in 2011. In 2011, there were some Los Angeles flash floods. You can look this up on Google. Just Google 2011 Los Angeles flash floods. It's gonna come right up. Right? After he played for the Clippers, then he got traded to the Houston Rockets in 2017. In 2017, Hurricane Harvey hit Houston. The same year that he joins the Rockets. And then think about what team did he join after the Rockets? Well, then he got traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder, Hurricanes. And then now he's with the Phoenix Suns. And think about right now, as we speak, Hurricane Elsa is making her way to the eastern part of the United States. Hurricane Elsa. And something that I spoke about in my last live stream is how Hurricane equals 52 and 56, just like Phoenix Suns. All throughout Chris Paul's career, they've been syncing up with Hurricanes. And then he does State Farm commercials, and State Farm makes most of their money from home insurance. Because that's usually what happens when hurricanes attack a city. You know, they destroy homes. And that's why most of the people who own homes, a lot of times these states obligate those homeowners to get home insurance. This is all a big Ponzi scheme because they're the ones creating the hurricanes, and then they're forcing the homeowners to get home insurance. It's just how the mafia works, Stuff is crazy. And one of the numbers that I was talking about in that last live stream was the number 164. Because if the Phoenix Suns do sweep the Bucks, there will be 16-4 in the postseason. And notice that State Farm's slogan, "Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there." That equals 164, just like Phoenix Suns. You couldn't make that. I'm not making this stuff up. I mean, this stuff is just it's just in your face. But this is the one thing that had me worried for the Bucks, because State Farm Arena, it connects to Chris Paul. But this is what I was talking about. Look at Hurricane and Phoenix Suns, 52 and 56. As we speak, Hurricane Elsa is on her way to the Eastern Conference. It's supposed to hit today. Today's the day with 52 numerology, July 4th. So let's see if Cuba and all these other islands, maybe, I don't know if it's gonna hit Jamaica, but it's looking like it's gonna go through, definitely going through Cuba, and then it's gonna go through Florida, and then it's gonna go up to the East Coast. So, and notice how Flood Earth has the same gematria and 3 out of the 4 ciphers. Today's a day with 52 numerology. I'm really curious to know what happens. Also, right now the Phoenix Suns are 145 and 145 all time in the postseason. The word Catholic is 145. If they win 4 games, they get to 149, and 149 is the 35th prime, and Catholic is 35 and 149. Now, Game 4 is 71 days after Chris Paul's birthday, and Catholic is also 71. So, all right, so let's see if they have it available. NBA Finals schedule. It should be up right now. Okay, so Game 4 is July 14th. Oh, they changed it. It was July 16th the other day. Okay, so let's see. They know that people are now waking up to this stuff. So now, they don't release the final schedule until, like, the 2 teams are set. It never used to be this way. So it's actually, they changed it, because before Game 4 was scheduled to July 16th. 69 days. Trying to see what day will be the best day for the finals to end. Well, if I'm expecting a 16-4 to hit, then it has to end on Game 4. And then that's 146. And I remember seeing that number. Actually, that's 147. I know Freemason equals 147. The date July 14th, it's written 14/7, like 147. I know that's a Freemasonry number. But July 20th. If it goes 7 games, it'll end on the 201st day of the year. Actually, that's Game 6. Excuse me. Game 6 is scheduled. Game 6 is 75 days after Chris Paul's birthday? Game 6 means they win 4-2. So it'll be 16-6. That's funny. Because that's the day leaving 164 days left in the year. Speaking of 164, because Phoenix Suns is 164. So, this is why this stuff is difficult. Because the Suns could finish 16-4 if they sweep. But they can also win in 6 and then win on the 201st day of the year. And 201 is a huge number with the Jesuits. That's the day leaving 164 days in the year. And Phoenix Suns is 164. We just saw the State Farm slogan is 164. That's why this stuff is so difficult. Oh man. And then at 75 days after Chris Paul's birthday to conclude the 75th NBA season. Oh man. That's why this stuff is difficult. So let's see if it goes game 6. It's possible. That's the day leaving 164 days after the year. Phoenix Suns 164. Suns in 6. That means they'll win in Milwaukee. One more thing, right? So the Suns they won the first round 4-2 over the Lakers. They won the second round 4-0 over the Nuggets. They won the third round 4-2 over the Clippers. And if the pattern continues, they should win 4-0 over the Bucks. But they can also win 4-2 and then win on the 201st day of the year. Big Jesuit number. The Jesuit order. 201. And the Jesuit order is also 69. Like how game 4 is 69 days after Chris Paul's birthday. That's what I mean. It's tricky. Stuff is tricky. But yeah, how sick is all this stuff, right? Because think about how many people these hurricanes affect. These hurricanes affect a lot of people. People lose their homes. People lose their belongings. A lot of people lose family members. A lot of people lose their life. So this stuff is sick. And the State Farm slogan, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. It's 164 forwards in the reduction cipher with the rules of numerology. But then it's 187 in reverse with the rules of numerology. Let me show you. And 187 is the Jesuit number. Society of Jesus 187. This stuff is well calculated, even these slogans that they say on TV. So it's 164 forwards, like Phoenix Suns, and 187 in reverse. And game 6 is on the 201st day of the year, July 20th. The day leaving 164 days. Like our Phoenix Suns and the State Farm slogan is 164. So it could go 6. It could go 4. Let me look up Devin Booker's birthday. October 30th. You can place 2 bets. Take Suns in 4 or Suns in 6. You're getting free information anyway. $257 days after Devin Booker's birthday, the 55th prom. July 20th is 102 days. Wow. Look at that. July 20th is 263 days after Devin Booker's birthday, the 56th prime. Phoenix Suns is 56. Wow. July 20th. Maybe it goes to 6. I don't know. I like the 164 riddle though, but let's see what you guys think about this. I'm gonna write so James Jones says Suns in 6. Yeah, I'm liking 6 now. The 164 riddle, it might come through because that's the day leaving 164 days in the year. So the number is on the screen. It's actually not on the screen. I'm going to type it in the chat room. It's 646-986-0958. Let me know what you guys think. George Floyd died on the 146th day of the year. Okay. see what you guys think. I wish you guys would call in so people can hear your voices. But if you have any questions, just type it in the chat. If you don't want to call in, I'll definitely read it. So you like guys? People are liking the Suns in 4, and then in the season 16-4. But also remember, if they win in 6, they can win on the 201st day of the year, 201. Think about 201, and that's the day leaving 164 days in the year, 164, and that's also 263 days after Devin Booker's birthday, the 56 prime. Phoenix Suns, Bucks, all 56. Also, that's 69 days after. Is that 69 days? Oh, no, that's actually 75 days after Chris Paul's birthday to close out the 75th NBA season. So 6 is looking really good. Yeah, so somebody says that if you type in Suns in 6, like the guy from the viral video, see what happens. The guy from the viral video said Suns in 4. That's what he was talking about. He said Suns in 4. And then he punched the guy in the face. And that guy was probably a Jesuit actor. Trust me. Who's gonna assault somebody, and for the assault to be captured on video, and then for the guy not to be apprehended by law enforcement? Nobody. Only an agent. Who I think is gonna be the Finals MVP? I mean, I haven't done any work on that. I don't know how how they determine that. Actually, I do. I want to show you something that they did in the 72nd NBA season, but I don't know. I haven't done the work, so I just. If you're interested in that, I could do it. I won't post it up here though. I'll do it. I'll put that on Patreon. But let me show you what they did in the 2000. I'll just look it up. 72nd NBA season. Okay, look. So the 72nd NBA season, right? This was the year that the Golden State Warriors won the championship. Kevin Durant was the Finals MVP, and James Harden was the season MVP. Right, Kevin Durant. So this is definitely a way to figure out who's gonna win the MVP. So if you guys want to do the work, go right ahead. If you want me to do the work, you send me a message on Patreon and I'll do it. And I'll send you a private. I'll make a post on Patreon if you're interested. Notice Kevin Durant's full name is 72. He wins the NBA Finals MVP to close out the 72nd NBA season. James Harden's full name also equals 72, and this is why he won the most valuable player in the 72nd NBA season, because both of them have the 72 in connection through gematria in the most pure cipher. So in the 72nd NBA season, look at it right here. The 2017-2018 season was the 72nd NBA season, right? James Harden was the MVP, and the Golden State Warriors won the championship. And I'll look it up who was the MVP. 72nd season Finals MVP. Look it up. Wasn't Will Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain was the MVP in 1972. So I'll look. 2017 NBA Finals MVP. It was Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was named the 2017 Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP following the Warriors' Game 5 elimination victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers on Monday. So the two people with the 72 connection won the MVP during the 72nd NBA season. So that's the way to figure out who's going to win the MVP to close out the 75th NBA season. And it's 75 days after Chris Paul's birthday. He can win it. How perfect would that be? 75th NBA season. Yeah, Jesuit orders 72. Yep, and Dodgers is also 72, and I remember that because I really thought it was gonna be the Brooklyn Nets this year, but whatever. They were the 56, the two teams with the 56 nation. And shout out to Eric Catherine. he put in a future for the two teams with the 56 connection. He said, you know what, I'm just gonna go with the two teams that equals 56 to play on the 56 day numerology. I'm not gonna look at anything else. And he caught the Bucks to play the Suns finals prediction at a plus 3,000. So shout out to him. That's an amazing bet. Yeah, so I'll leave it there. Nobody wants to call in, so if anybody's interested in sports information, leave a link in the comment section. I'm not gonna put out any day-to-day picks on YouTube. I'm only talking about championship stuff here on YouTube for free until we get it right. And I think hopefully we get it right this time. Suns in 4, but it's making a lot of sense for them to win in 7 and 6 as well. I like the 4-2, 4-0 riddle though. They won 4-2, 4-0, 4-2. Now they can win 4-0 again. But if they win on July 20th, that's the 201st day of the year. And 201 is a massive number. So good night, everybody. Enjoy your July 4th.